Let's get the recording started. Welcome back to the 29th Annual Andy Mercer Memorial Tournament. I'm Stacy Alsop. I'm here with Jack Murray, and we are watching the hot seat match on the feature table versus Shane VanBOENING versus Vilmos FOLDES. And on the table directly behind that, we're watching Mitch Ellerman versus Kings Santee, who both respectively just won their one-loss side 5th-6 match. So you have Ian Costello and Filipino Ricky that both finished 5th and 6th. So we're down to the final 4 players. Got a hot seat match and the finals of the B-side going on right now. Shane won the break and is running out like he does.
Yes, that's what I was saying. With these two players, you forget how important the coin flip is, because when you're playing alternate break, it actually sometimes will decide who wins a match.
Yep. We turn the sound off in between matches so that we can take a break and take the microphones off and just kind of relax for a minute. So sound is back and should be good. Let us know if there's any issues. If you want to see the tournament, it's leaguepoolstats.com.
Leaguepoolstats.com.
And then click the little 3-line menu icon, go to tournaments, go to Southwest, go to Nevada, and look for the Andy Mercer, and you will find it.
Custom coaster, sir.
Hey, what's going on here? It's a hot seat match.
It is. Hello, Daniel. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
We miss you.
I'm close by. I'm just one rock. I'm a stone's throw away.
We're giving him a break.
Yeah.
Well, and
yeah.
just,
Much
just
appreciated.
like that, it's 1-0 to Shane. Shane won the coin flip. And now Vilmos will be breaking.
Yep.
I'm really happy for Vilmos FOLDES because because he did not place well last year when he played this tournament.
Yep.
And, in the last, is it 1 year or 2 years? In the last, I think, year,
yeah.
He's really turned his bar table game around, and that's great. And
it seems weird for a pro player to have to turn their bar table game around, but it is such a different environment.
Yeah, because he always played on the big boy tables. You know?
Well, and
you can't move your rock around as much on a big table.
No, you can't.
Need to play in
It's a lot of
tighter
punch
spaces.
shots.
Yeah.
Just a note: Kings Santee got the first game versus Mitch Ellerman over there as well, so that is 1-0 Kings.
Right. I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna let the pros handle it here.
Thanks,
Jack Murray,
Daniel.
Stacy
We
Alsop.
appreciate you.
We love you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Daniel. And it looks as though Vilmos broke dry there.
Yeah.
And that's that can be a death sentence playing Shane.
Yeah. He's looking at that 3-6, trying to figure out what he's going to do with it. He has options. He can get pretty much wherever he wants on it with where he's on the 2. Seeing how fast they think about shots just amazes me, because I used to play very slow, and I've done a lot of work to speed up my game, but it'll never be as fast as some of them, because for me it's just not knowing the right shot. It's not about wanting to be slow. It's just not knowing what shot to shoot.
Making sure you're
And
comfortable
it
with
takes
the right shot.
They have calculators in their head weighing out shot selection and percentages, and
they've shot the shots so many more times than we have.
100%.
Especially Shane. Shane is possibly the hardest worker in the pool world, because he's constantly
I've seen him practice the break for hours before a tournament. So, yeah, he if anybody deserves it based on effort, when you talk about max effort toward max results, there's a reason why he's won as many things as he has, because he puts the time in, and you can't fault a guy for spending time. Vilmos plays everywhere in Vegas.
Yes, he really does.
He is always out playing. And let's get you guys a different angle on that. You can see where he's out on that 3 ball. And you can see Mitch, Shane's waiting because Mitch is shooting a shot on the other table in his match against Kings. Yeah, just enough room to get by there. And does. Looks like he's straight in on the 4-ball. Hit that nice, just force follow 3 rails around. And he'll just roll up a little bit for the 7. And unless something crazy happens, the score is going to be 2-0 Shane. And while he runs that out, you can see Mitch in the background trying to tie his score up 1-1 against Kings. He kicked, he hit it, and it looks like Kings may have a shot on that 2-ball.
And Shane has just dissected this table.
Yeah.
And that is the cost of breaking dry at this level.
Once he got rid of that 3-6, he was good.
That was a great out.
I feel like we say that a lot when we watch him play.
I think the only place Shane's more comfortable than on a pool table is when he's ice fishing in the Black Hills.
Oh yeah, he looks very comfortable. I would not be. That's too cold for all that.
That's something I grew up with. I love the ice fishing, but that's something he pursues with a passion. And when you're at this level, you have to have something away from the sport to take your mind off things, and that's what he's done. He's very professional with how he handles his pool game.
Yeah.
And gets
It's
completely
a job.
away from it. Exactly.
He treats it as a job, and when he takes a vacation, he takes a vacation. His vacation isn't going to his local bar or in his hometown,
It's not wolfing for
playing
action.
friends. It's getting out, getting away from it, clearing your head, getting rid of the clutter.
Exactly.
As my trainer used to say, come back with a clear head.
And that is why Shane is, in my mind, the best player in the world.
Yeah. And we'll try to keep it on this view as much as possible so that you can see what's going on the other table, unless we want to get you a better angle on a shot. Luckily, we have 3 camera angles, so if something crazy is going on, we can get you the best angle possible. This second game, they're still on the 2-ball.
Yes.
We're on game 3 over here, and the other table's on game 2, and
Shane
it has been
pocketed-
a safety battle back and forth.
Yes.
Shane breaks, pockets a ball, and
He's on the 2.
this match may be done before they get to the 3-ball
Yeah.
on the other table. You never know. Yeah, Shane is on a whole different level than everybody. Somebody said Vilmos is a beast, but Shane is
Is a monster.
a monster. Yeah,
And
he's on a whole other
speaking
level.
Of monsters,
Mitch just
Elliman
comboed.
just made an amazing combo shot to
Yeah.
tie the game at 1 over there.
So the score right now is Kings versus Mitch, 1-1. We can't really see it from where we're sitting, but there was some applause. Usually means there was some skill involved. This is a discerning crowd. They don't normally clap unless there was a good shot. So
There's a very educated crowd here.
Absolutely.
It really is a great group.
I mean, a lot of the players that they planned on being here all weekend. You can't plan on losing. They plan on being here. So a lot of the players that are knocked out are still here watching or somewhere else gambling.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing Shane's going to have to navigate here is getting onto the 6-ball because the 6 is below the 7-ball.
Yeah, it's the one closest to us.
Yes.
With the stream, it is the ball that's closest to that top corner pocket.
So
He may break it out right now.
And that's what he's looking at over there. He's looking
Yeah.
at cutting it to that.
Upper pocket.
Yep.
Upper right hand corner of your screen.
Now I think
Let's give you a better view of that shot.
he just rethought it and now might be playing it in your current view, the top right pocket,
Yeah.
and playing 3 rails around. If he does this, I might have to quit pool, but he might be trying to play 3 rails around to get on the short side of the 6 to shoot it in that top left corner.
If he does, I may take my mic off for a minute. I may need a minute to regroup.
That's what he's measuring.
Man. Goodness gracious. And he
Now,
went too far.
He overhit it, but he still has a makeable shot.
He still has a shot at it, but to pinpoint
that
that-
line
that
coming
type of
through there,
accuracy.
because the one thing you don't want to do there is run into those balls
Yeah.
at that speed,
And then
because
tie
then you're
something up,
asking to
freeze them
freeze up
together.
on something.
Yeah. Usually have some players come over and watch because although we can't actually see the table, it is nice to have multiple camera angles. It's like the best seat in the house, getting to actually see everything going on. What a shot.
That was a great stroke.
What a shot.
You know, an interesting thing that you mentioned earlier was how sometimes the top players, and they're used to playing on the 9-foot tables, takes
Yeah.
a little bit of an adjustment.
Yeah.
I almost think if that shape of getting on that 6 was on a 9-footer, he's probably perfect on it.
Yeah.
But it's that extra little minute details.
Yeah.
But
You have to hit the balls softer.
Shane's one of the best in the world, and he makes those adjustments. And he also knows that if he can see paint, he can make it.
And that quick, the score is now 3-0. And we also have an update, Kings. I don't know if Mitch broke dry. He looks very unhappy, so I'm guessing he broke dry, maybe a broken scratch in the break. Kings ran out.
Kings is up
Score is
2-1.
now 2-1.
Yes.
And Kings just broke. You can see that in the background, and he made multiple balls.
Mitch jumped out of his bar stool,
But he
so he
scratched.
must have scratched.
Yeah, King scratched, made 2 balls, and now Mitch is going to try to tie it up 2-2.
At this level, I always refer to a scratch on the break costing you 2 games.
100%, especially in an alternate break format.
They're getting out. Next break is Mitch's.
Yeah. Yeah. And at this level, you can't give somebody like this ball in hand. We got 2 balls made.
And they're looking with
Let's
Vilmos here.
look over here and see.
Vilmos is
Wow.
on the 2 ball. That's the 9 ball in the
It's a
top
good
right
thing the
corner.
1 ball went.
Yes, because the 1 ball didn't go, he would have been in trouble. But
yeah.
he should be able to fall naturally on the 3 ball.
This could be this could be his stop the bleeding rack
Yes.
for sure. Looks like he's going for that 3 past the 9 in the corner. Easy shape over for the 4. You can see the angle that he has on the 4. I don't know if the 5 goes by the 9. It probably does. We don't have a camera angle to get us there.
It looks as though it does for what I can see on the table, but that's close.
I mean, he played it like it goes, so I'm going to assume that it goes.
And Vilmos he plays with a very quick pace,
Yeah.
very confident pace.
Him and Mitch both play
Yes.
very quickly.
They could play a race to 25 in like 45 minutes.
Yeah. My first exposure to somebody that played quick was Tony Drago in the Mosconi Cup.
Oh, yes.
And, I mean, they used to joke if he called an extension, the whole crowd would just go quiet like a pin drop. When he called extension, they were like, what? Because he played so quickly. He never needed more time than,
Right.
than what was absolutely necessary to get to the next shot. Like, he would run around the table. And there wasn't a speedpool competition. This is the Mosconi Cup, and he was
Right.
running around the table. It was
and that's the
amazing to
rhythm.
see.
Every player has their own rhythm of
Yeah.
how they play. Now, I don't consider myself to be a slow player, but I'm definitely not a fast player
Yeah.
in that sense. And if I feel my tempo start to change, it usually isn't a detriment to my game.
Yeah. And Mitch did win that game. The score over there is now 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
And the score on the table that we're watching is now 3-1. You have an updated scoreboard. So we have 2-2 with Mitch and Kings, and it is Kings break. No,
Mitch's break.
Mitch's break.
Yep, King's broke and scratched that last
So
one.
Mitch won the flip on that one. Shane won the flip on this one.
Mm-hmm.
You can keep track of that. Once I say it, I may be able to actually remember. We'll see. How do you feel about flipping for the break when it's an alternate break format?
I personally would rather leg.
Yeah. So that it's a skill
because,
shot.
especially shorter races, alternate break, at this level.
Yeah.
At my level, it's not going to have as much of a difference because I'm not going to run a set out. It's
Yeah.
not going to be there. But when you have the ability to do that, I remember back in the days of the BCA Nationals at the Riviera, the first year they went to a race to 7 alternate break, I saw Efren Reyes do nothing but practice the leg.
Yeah.
And it was because he knew that if he got the leg, he
You
was
want the
guaranteed
advantage.
a chance to win the match.
Yeah, you want the I don't want to give up the hill break
I agree.
from the flip of a coin.
Exactly.
I play pool because it's a game of skill.
Now in this tournament, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Oh, wow.
And Shane actually just gave up a scratch there.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't break the balls out real well, and I
No.
think that has something to do with it because
Like he
normally his
mishit it.
balls are spread a lot better.
But in this format, this tournament, I actually, because of the concept of this tournament, this isn't just a pro event. This is an open event to everyone for this level. So that gives a little bit of a chance more to some of the, I want to say not B players, but more like the A and semi-pro players.
Yeah.
The top locals.
Yeah. We have a lot of those here.
Yes. And when I say top locals, even though Vilmos and Mitch are locals, I'm talking about the people that are between maybe 650 and 700
Yep.
in Fargo rate. And we've seen a lot of them play and come and perform and compete. So it's one of those things in this format, it's not the end of the world. But if this were a U.S. Open type event, I would
Yeah.
rather see it as a leg.
Yeah. I like shots of skill. I like 10 ball, I like 8 ball, I like 1 pocket, I like straight pool. 9 ball is my least favorite. Even in rotation games, 9 ball is my least favorite just because of the luck factor that's not removed.
9 ball's probably the most exciting game of pool, though, on that
Because
same
of
note.
that.
Yes.
Because of
There's
the
so many things that can happen.
unexpectedness.
There's so many more upsets. There's so many things. You need to make sure you control the table if you're the better player.
Yeah.
And there's a more in 9 ball more than any other game.
Yeah, because somebody could shit out on you.
Yeah.
What I like to call shafties, you know.
Safeties.
They miss the ball and dead hook you. Make the 9 on accident.
I
you know.
have been chafed before.
Yeah, it happens more than we'd like.
Now Vilmos has ball in hand here, but it's not a pretty rack because ball in hand.
He's been thinking about it for a minute.
3 goes. But he's been studying this.
And on the other table, it was Mitch's break. And I believe he broke dry, if I'm not mistaken. Kings ran to the 8. Mitch gave him the 9 ball, and now it's going to be King's break, up 3-2.
Vilmos put a very good stroke on that 3 ball to draw it off the side rail and come out.
Yeah?
He may have gotten straighter than he wanted
Yeah.
to get back down to the 5.
Let's show you guys that angle real quick. You can see.
So he has a hair of an angle. It's not dead straight, but if he pops it with a little bit of high right, he can come down to shoot that 5 in the top right corner.
Yeah.
Or stop. I can just stop
High
talking.
left, and
high
he
left.
can put the reverse English. And
Yes.
I mean, it's still not.
It's not an automatic
Let's
safe shot.
give you this angle.
Even
We
though-
got to switch those cameras quick before Vilmos shoots again because
Yes.
he plays pretty quick. But he has an angle on it, but he's also on the rail. It's not your
And the
favorite
next ball
place
he
to
has to
be.
get to is right above the 9 ball, which is a 6
Yeah.
ball. Watch outside.
He's that little firm.
Oh, yes, but he got there.
Yeah.
He's shooting the 6 in the bottom left corner.
Yep. Draw back a little bit for the 7, 8. Could be 3-2 very quickly here.
And the interesting aspect, if he can get out here, which it looks like he's most likely going to, it will then be 3-2 Vilmos with Vilmos' break.
And let's do this. You have both tables going on.
I am, thank you.
And we have Kings at the table against Mitch,
I had sleep deprivation.
trying to increase his lead. We now have
And Vilmos
the
did
score here,
just 3-2.
3-2 Shane.
No, last I had
With
Vilmos says, I'm not done yet. You're not going to skunk me.
Absolutely.
I'm going to get this score as close as possible, and now it's going to be Vilmos' break.
He has a chance to break and run to tie it at 3, and then you're playing a race to 3.
Yeah. And I haven't seen as many break and runs. They are racking the 9 on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
So that does remove some of the mechanical wing ball
exactly.
action that normally happens with the cue ball in the spot. So
I see more players breaking with kind of a cut break to play the one in the side more than playing the wing ball.
oh, everybody was talking about what shaft Shane's playing with. I think
It's the
Q-Tech
Q-Tech.
made one just
Q-Tech.
so that he could have one. I know he wanted to.
And it wasn't actually just for Shane. They were actually making it anyways. But he always played. He's always played with Q-Tech for the longest time, and Q-Tech has come out with a carbon fiber. Forgive my lack of technical terms, but a very low deflection shaft, and he is playing with a Q-Tech shaft. You'll notice that one of the differences of the Q-Tech shaft and other carbon fibers is the white ferrule. And actually, they call it an alignment ferrule.
Yeah.
I'm the wrong person to talk to because I believe that a shaft should be made of wood with no glue in it.
Yeah.
I'm a high deflection guy. I'm whippy as can be.
You wouldn't like my Obi.
No. But that's to each their own.
Yeah.
But obviously, Shane, since he's started with this cue, his game has really come up.
Yeah.
Which is saying.
Which is hard to.
Yeah.
Which I mean, that's for Shane's game to come up.
We were talking with him earlier at Q Sports International. He said since he's switched to this shaft, he's playing as well as he has. But he's.
Kings played a safe on Mitch. Mitch has got out the short cue. Looks like he made good contact, but it's hard to see from here.
It looks like he made good contact, but sold the 3 out to the side, whereas Shane is having to kick and hit that, and also is going to leave Vilmos a shot.
I see a bank coming.
That's why I love having two people see it. You see a bank and I see a cut.
Yeah.
Because it's always
it's hard to see how much space there is in between. Because I don't mind the cut either. I can't tell. I'm sure he can. It's just hard to see from the camera angle.
And he hit that
whether
beautifully.
The 3 goes or whether the cue ball goes past it.
He has the right angle to come just off and get on the 4 perfectly. For those who missed it, Vilmos did recently win the Swanee Memorial at Griff's, beating Oscar Dominguez twice, once for the hot seat, once in the finals.
Yep.
And that may have been some of the most beautiful pool I've seen Vilmos play.
After this, it's the semis.
It was a great match.
Finals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Daniel's checking on the stats, and as soon as these 2 matches are done, the loser of the feature table will play the winner of the back table, and that will be for 3rd place, and the winner of that match will play whoever won this table. It's a mouthful.
Regardless, after this match, we will be down to just the feature table.
Yeah.
And Mitch is getting out over there. He's just got perfect shape on the 9 ball. That should make it 3-3. And Kings conceded that.
So we got Kings versus Mitch is now 3-3.
And Vilmos, it's hard to see if he got on the 6 ball or not. The 6 ball is in the top right of the table.
Let's see. Let's go here.
It looks as though he's queuing as though he can make it, so.
Is this nice way? Did you want to like?
And he hit that beautifully. He hit that beautifully. He's going to probably
couldn't hit any better. Up and down for the 8 in the bottom pocket.
That's exactly what I would do. I don't like rolling this ball. Because one thing I've found with rolling balls is sometimes when you roll a ball, that's when you invite skids into the game too.
Yeah, or they roll off.
Mm-hmm. These tables at the Rum Runner play pretty solid. And he did play that up atop. I like that stroke.
Yeah,
Playing
that's exactly what we talked about.
Yes.
Yep.
Some people think to go straight up and down there, but by playing it with outside English and being able to play it 2 rails, you control the speed so much better. Even though it flirted with the side pocket, Vilmos is still going to get out.
score is going to be 3-3. It's now going to be Shane's break.
Yes.
It's the beauty of winning the flip.
Yes.
Is anytime the score is tied, it's your break. Troy, I agree completely. He said top 100 players earn 100,000 minimum. If that was the case, I might actually try hard.
Well, pool is a sport that had been down for many years. I'm seeing many more bright things come to it. I love the fact that the WPA is bringing $100,000 10-ball World Championships to the U.S.
Too old to get that good.
I understand, but what I'm looking for is I look at the future of pool because as much as I love the
100%.
game,
I love the game.
We're both going to be part of the game.
Yeah,
forever. And we need the new up-and-comers to have something to play for.
Yeah.
And to be able to have it
to have the youth come play and not have it be considered a backroom sport, and to have it be
have an opportunity
more
to make it a profession.
Valid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So there's more and more coming to the game. I'm excited with what we have in Vegas alone this year.
We're seeing Shane's break. He did not scratch. He left himself a shot on the one. Table is wide open. I love how they hit the ball so hard the rack moves.
Yes.
You know, you don't see that with the one on the spot. You only see that with a 9 on the spot.
That's true.
Nobody hits one on the spot with a magic rack hard. It's just always that soft, slow wing ball, one up to the end of the table with
it's
a cue
such a controlled
ball.
break.
Yeah.
While I like the concept of always having a tight rack, the magic rack does have a tendency to give you a pattern of where the balls go.
Oh, yeah, 100%. You know you're making a wing ball. You know the one's coming up table.
That's one of the reasons in my tournaments I always have them rack the 2 in the back.
Yeah.
I jokingly say I have them pattern rack to avoid pattern racking.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's a one ball that you really kind of don't know where it's going to end up.
Yes.
Just a quick interruption, everybody. The semifinals and the finals are coming up after these two matches. And I just wanted to let you know that we will have guest commentary with Jimmy Mattia and Joe Canella for the semifinal match. And during the final match, we will have Jimmy Mattia and Terry Downey.
Oh, fantastic.
Hope you guys are enjoying this this event. And take it away. I'll give it back to Stacy and Jim and Jack. Thanks.
Terry's the first person I ever played Scotch doubles with in a national event.
Oh, really?
Yep. Long time ago. Shane makes quick work of that with a break and run. Score is now 4-3 Shane. Mm-hmm.
So we have Shane at 4, Vilmos at 3. On the far table, we have Mitch Ellerman shooting against King Santos. Score is 3-3. Mitch looks as though he has control of the table. It was a great break by Vilmos. The one landed in a tough spot. It's on the end rail. He may be able to cut it and play a shot, or he may play safe off this. And Mitch just took the lead over there on the second table, 4-3 against King Sante.
That's this year already.
And obviously Vilmos is taking his time with this shot because this is a critical point in the match with Shane being up 4-3. Well, Vilmos played it safe. It's hard to see if he got the entire ball hidden, but if he can't see it, if he can't see the left edge of that ball, it's going to be a tough play. But Shane is looking at playing the combo, so he might be able to see the edge. And if you see that green blur in the backdrop, that is Mitch Ellerman shooting.
Basically, we're doing it. Yep. This is all I have. A bunch of guys who come on to the mic. Anyway. We miss you. Yeah. Maybe what I'll do is real quick.
Jack's got it covered.
And Shane played a very good shot there. He actually played a double kiss safe into that, playing off the 1 into the 3 to stop the cue ball, and he got him hooked behind the 9 ball. That was a really, really touchy shot there. On the far table, you see Mitch left himself a little bit of a tester on the 9. The cue ball's on the rail. If he pockets this, he goes up 5-3, and he missed. And he concedes that, so that match is 4-4 between Mitch Ellerman and King Sante. So Shane played a very good save on Vilmos.
Double kiss.
The double kick, kind of a double, really touchy save. Vilmos comes with a great
Wow.
kick shot, great two-roll kick shot to hit that ball.
What a shot.
Didn't get a lot out of it because he's going to leave Shane a shot, but Shane's going to have a tester to get on that 2 ball.
And Kings just won that game, so the score is now 4-4.
4-4.
Okay, who's it? Okay, if you're 69, what year were you born? 1950.
Now Shane is most likely playing and trying to play this twice cross. So he's going to cut the 1 into the bottom right corner, but play the cue ball to go once across and back to get shape on the 2 ball. There is plenty of rail before the side pocket on the 2 to be able to cue it and get down.
To prepare for this shit instead of doing it on the fly. That's why you're the best, Daniel.
Yeah.
Great stroke. Got to rub off the back of the 6 ball, but he's going to get away with it, even though he is going to be jacked up. Looks like he's jacked up over the 3, or at least partially over the 3. The trick, though, is that 3 ball is his next ball. Is he off the rail enough so that he can draw this ball back?
He's got enough to get under it.
He's got enough to get under.
It's a tough shot, though. That's a tester. I mean,
it's very tough.
Even for somebody of his caliber to be jacked up off of the rail.
I don't think the 2. Yeah, there's no play in the side. You got to play this down the rail.
Daniel doing some work, getting everything ready. And let's get you guys the angle on that shot so you can see
Now on the other table,
how tough
Mitch
this shot
Ellerman
really
just
is.
did go up 5-4, and wow, what a stroke that was!
Amazing. And to not get behind the 9 ball. Great shot.
You act surprised that Shane has a good stroke.
No,
That was-
it's not the trash and surprise. It's just that when you come with it time after time after time after time. Because I have a good stroke. I can find it once a month.
You're just in awe.
Yes.
You're just in awe.
Yes. But he may have just overrolled that ball. He did not.
It's times like that too that I always got to wonder, what would Jack Murray do?
Well, we all know what Jack Murray would do. He would go for it and sell out. I've been in sales my whole life.
That's a good one.
Me too, until 2 years ago. It's amazing not being in sales anymore.
He played that well. Had to play that with inside to spin around the 6 ball.
What is that number?
643 people watching.
We've got 643 people out there. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Absolutely. Even the ones that have us on mute, we still love you.
Absolutely. Share, like, and subscribe. Share this so all your friends can watch it. We want everybody to be able to see the free streams. And Shane looks like he's in form to make this 9 and take a 5-3 lead.
And while they're racking, let's get you to the other table.
And Mitch is shooting, and Mitch is on the hill. It's 5-4 over there. But as I said, what you really just see is a green blur.
Yeah.
He is celebrating St. Patrick's Day. And a happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone out there.
I did not wear my green today. I've only been pinched once.
I have been pinched more than once.
Yeah. You're just so pinchable.
There's so much more of me to pinch.
You got Shane breaking on the hill.
Well,
This could be over, folks.
Mitch got a little goofy angle on this 8 ball.
He avoids the scratch.
Rolls
Gets
it over
perfect on
to
the 9 ball.
Perfect on the 9, and then looks as though Mitch is going to be playing the loser of this match.
Kings is going to let him shoot it for good reason. And we
Shane
have the
scratch.
second scratch on the break from Shane in this match.
That is huge.
Uncharacteristic. And you can hear the crowd. Mitch defeats Kings 6-4. Troy, I think an intervention may be in effect. He said he had 4 monitors set up with 8 live streams at one time. You may need help. So if Vilmos wins this, that would make the score 5-4 with Vilmos's break to tie it up.
Yes. I'm just checking. I want to make sure that the brackets are updated appropriately.
Yeah, because the chat will, Facebook. Facebook will.
There are some sweaters out there on this. All right, the bracket is updated. We have Mitch Ellerman waiting for whoever loses this match, and that is more in question than we thought it may have been just a minute ago.
Yeah.
With that scratch on the break, that completely changes things. Of
100%.
course, if Vilmos can get out and then win the next game to make it hill, Shane will get to break. But with the scratching,
He'll have to win on Shane's break, though.
Yes.
And that's where we're getting ahead of it. That's if he gets out here, which, I mean, I don't want to put the commentator curse on him.
Now this is a good view of this out here. He's probably going to roll this ball into the side, maybe come up off the end rail.
Yeah. He made a slow roll it, though. You never know. He may slow roll it, leave himself an angle to come 2 rails around for the 9.
I was thinking with this one, there's a little bit of an angle, so the slow roll, nope. He subscribed to my theory. On bar tables, you hit him firm.
I mean, he gave himself an angle.
Perfect.
You know, I
He's
mean, I've never missed a ball from the rail,
No.
so.
Wanted to come down a little bit further than that. That's a little steeper than he wanted. That was a great shot. Great shot. So it is now 5-4 Vilmos with Vilmos's break. That's the difference. That's the difference of a scratch on the break in this game. It completely changes the momentum everywhere.
So we now have 5-4 Shane with Vilmos' break.
Yes. So if Vilmos can hold serve here, we may have a hill-hill match.
Yeah, always exciting.
Which again would put emphasis on Shane's break, which actually surprisingly has been sketchy in this match. Vilmos made the 1 in the side and has great shape on the 2. He's in good form. The table's wide open.
A lot of people with this, what are you going to get me shit?
And just for giggles, I calculated Shane's Fargo is 821, Vilmos is 773 in a race to 6. Shane is the favorite at 71.3%.
Yep. Now in those numbers, it's if they played 100 races to 6 would be the numbers on that. Sometimes people look at the Fargo rate numbers when they see those and think that says that Vilmos can't win, and that's not.
Oh, 100%
that's not what
no.
we're saying at all. It's in the grand scheme, but when you do things in the spectrum of a single match, everybody gets action in there, but it just shows the trends.
Yeah. Vilmos is doing a great job of working through this rack.
Absolutely. I'm curious how he plays this 4-ball because I can't see if the 5 goes by the 9.
Of course.
It's hard to see if the 5 goes by the 9 to the top left.
It doesn't
Nope,
look
and that's
like
why
it.
he drug it out a little bit further to come 3 rails into that 5
Yeah,
ball.
because if you look at this angle, you can tell it
Yeah,
doesn't.
it does not.
It doesn't go past it.
That was a great shot on Vilmos right there.
Yeah.
And that's the difference just between rolling a ball 2 rails and out and stroking a ball 2 rails and out.
It's a good thing you're not reading the chat. They're talking about dessert. Ice cream and fried desserts and all
I'm a
sorts
fat
of
kid
things.
on a diet. You're killing me.
Just figured you may want to know. A fried Mars bar. Are you guys from the South? You guys deep fry everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I've never had a deep fried Twinkie, a deep fried anything.
I love state fairs. Let's just say that.
The closest you get me is a funnel cake.
Fair food is amazing food. I mean, my cardiologist doesn't
Yeah,
believe
it's not good for your heart, but it's good for your soul, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Soul
my,
food.
My soul is so much stronger than my heart. And Vilmos has done a fantastic job taking this rack out. And we are now hill-hill. Hill-hill with Shane's break for the hot seat.
Man.
There is a lot riding on this because being guaranteed second is a lot different than being guaranteed third because as anybody who knows Mitch Ellerman's game, he can play with the best of them.
Yeah, 100%. He has such a natural – you know what I've noticed is a lot of lefties are very natural.
And this may sound weird, but I always thought left-handed players of a higher skill level look better playing the game. It's more fluid.
You don't notice it.
Yeah.
But I think it's part of, lefties are more creative. We have more artistic, but we're also more analytical. So it's kind of weird the way those balance out. You may see things that other players may not see.
Well, I can tell you, I know both these guys see things I don't see. And
yeah.
Even though they're right-handed, that's just from experience. But Mitch is a very creative player, and he has the absolute ability to win this next match.
Let's take a look at this break. Last game.
He controlled the cue ball, and he
can see the 2. It looks like he can cut it, though.
He can cut it. The trick is, how is he going to get on? Is he going to be able to get on the 3? Now, there's a big window there.
Yeah.
But you don't want to run into balls and cluster it up more.
No. This is, if he gets out from here, this is the great out. This is not a gimme because he can't bank the 2 to the side. He may be able to see enough to bank it to the corner, but
I think actually the play probably here is to cut it in the side and go 2 rails and out.
He's not cutting on the side, though. He may be cutting in the corner. He may have enough room to cut it in the
Really?
corner. He may also be banking it back toward himself, though. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, natural, and he's got a natural shot for the 3.
That was a great shot. Great play to get really perfect on that 3. And then he's still going to have to do some work to get on the 5.
Let's get you.
You know,
You
we
can see
wouldn't.
the angle on the 3 ball to get to the 5.
You know, we can't be announcing pool in Vegas if you don't have someone yelling cocktails.
Yes. Yes. And the waitresses here are fantastic. If you haven't been here
Amazing.
yet, make sure you get down here.
The waitresses,
For St. Patty's Day, they have corned beef and cabbage. That's the special of the day. So if you like good Irish food, they have that here today.
You're killing me with this food talk.
You're welcome. He hit that good. He a little bit
overrolled
firm.
it. He overrolled that ball.
Wow. That's definitely not as far as he wanted to be on that ball.
Yeah.
He gave himself quite an angle.
I expect him to play a bank here. I think he can bank it by the 9 ball. It's close, actually. Closer than I thought.
Yeah.
Because if he can bank it in softly, he's going to fall naturally on the 6. You know, even though a safety play might be here, the last thing he wants to do, Hill, is give up control of the table.
I don't see him playing a safety here.
I don't either.
Yeah. I don't know if I like the bang on the side because there's no way to get back on the 6. Who knows? He may be banking it back at himself in that upper right-hand corner to come down table for the 6. I saw him lining up that angle. Maybe he's cutting it on the side.
That soft bank on the side is what he played, and
he played it
short.
to kill it for the 6.
And I will say, banking on diamonds plays shorter than a lot of different rails. Of course, Shane probably knows.
Depends
this.
on whether you have blue label or red label, but yeah,
That's
these
true.
are these red or blue?
I think we're not talking about Johnny Walker. No, these are blue rails. These are blue label. This still isn't.
And let's get you here and let's show you the angle that he
Vilmos
has.
Should make. Probably playing it with a hair of bottom outside to come back over to that left side rail and bounce off a shape on the 6 in the corner.
Talk about pressure on the shot, though.
If
you miss this,
you lose.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're out. Unless you happen to get lucky, but you can't.
If you miss this,
you don't think about
Mitch.
if I miss, I hope I get lucky. You think
now,
I need to make this ball.
Right. If you miss this, you're playing Mitch.
Yeah. And if you win this, you wait. You got an hour to relax and recover, and you get to say you knocked Shane to loser side, which is always a nice.
And being guaranteed second in this tournament is a lot more financially beneficial.
It's
than
a nice
third.
payday.
Yes.
Yeah, for being a bar table tournament, you know,
It pays
4
pretty
tables,
well. Yes.
64 players played on 4 tables over 3 days. And it's run so smoothly.
Yes.
Every year. For as small as the place is, they have it down to a science.
They really do. Here comes the shot.
That's what we've been waiting for right here.
And he went forward
Wow.
with it. I
What
like
a
that
shot.
shot. That was a gutsy shot.
And it looks like the 7 still goes. What do you think? I think the 7 goes. I think
it
he's
goes.
fine.
He's looking at it right now, and he looks comfortable with it.
I think Mitch is going to be playing Shane.
Yes.
That's my prediction. Now they're talking about ice cream, and Shane won the double dip if he loses this match.
He will have to double dip, yes. Double dip with a cherry on top.
Yeah.
And the same thing goes for Mitch.
This
That's a huge part of this.
tourney does pay. Somebody said, Henry said this tourney doesn't pay enough for him to double dip. He'll settle for 2nd or 3rd and go fishing.
I'm going to say shenanigans to that. There is a significant
well, at
difference.
the same, Shane normally doesn't get involved in the Calcutta. So
I believe he bought half himself.
he doesn't normally. So if he did,
there is a significant
that's motivation.
Difference.
That's a significant difference between 2nd, 3rd, and 1st with a Calcutta.
Congratulations to Vilmos. That was a great win to get the hot seat. Now he will have to be double dipped. Next matchup is going to be Mitch Ellerman and Shane VanBOENING. Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate having the chance to talk pool
It's
with
been
you.
a pleasure.
Let's go sweat this one.
Yes, absolutely. And you guys are going to have Jimmy Mattia and Joe Canella on the mic coming up for this match.